Oh, I'm live. I didn't even know it. So I know this is not my normal content. I'm over here cooking and I'm always talking about spiritual things, but I talk about all kinds of stuff here. Because Dylan Run is part of the title of or the name of this channel. And that's like our community thing. So we're here to talk. I'm here to talk as a community person about this whole breakdown with Diddy. I, this channel might change behind this because this seems like it is a slow, no, not necessarily slow, but consistent onslaught of things coming out about so many people from when I was younger and listening to their music. Um, you waiting for these people to arrive at award shows, receive awards. Um, it was like the background of our lives, if you will. And the very fact, I mean, he had a creepy reputation for a while. Rumors were swirling, and the rumors were enough that I'm sure a lot of people would just be like, I don't know if I want to be in his company, right? This stuff happening here. I'm always over at TikTok, but I'm here too from time to time. And so it is crazy. Okay. I've been watching people's videos. I've been reading articles, you name it. I think a lot of people go, oh, why are you looking into this? Blah, blah, it's the takedown of a man, a black man, all that kind of stuff. It's just like, because we were listening to his music back in the day. I can hear it, the driving beat in my head right now. To know that there was such a nasty underflow of energy in it is just like, what? And this is back in the day. This is before he becomes what we're hearing when we're hearing it's all about the Benjamins, right? This is before that. He's got charges coming up from when he was in college and stuff was happening then. And they're not necessarily charges because I don't think anybody's doing an investigation on him. But people are coming out and saying this allegedly happened. We don't. I was never in a room. I didn't go to those colleges. I may have been down in DC visiting to go to college, but I didn't know. I wasn't there. I just think that it is legit crazy how much of the background, the musical background of my life and our lives was this mess, you know? And I heard about it. Let me tell you, I was a singer at one point in my 20s. I was a singer and I stopped. I was like, me and my child gonna starve. And I can sing. But I sing in the shower. I sing when I'm driving or when I'm riding. Um, I like to sing. I've been invited into a band recently, and I'm like, like I'm not really into all of that anymore. But I like to sing. I remember being told back then that I remember two instances, but one in particular being told, "Oh, you should, take a director's couch option." I was like, "What? I'm not doing that." And I was much smaller than, still me. What? Am I doing that? And then I went down to, I was down in another city. I was down in Virginia Beach, invited down there to come and write and, you know, put out, potentially work on a single and everything. And I just remember it being in an atmosphere that was not set up for, it was not conducive to music at all. Okay, and I got out of there with nothing happening to me. Everything happens for you. Okay, very fortunate because anything could have happened down there. That was horrible. I'll never forget that. And so Jaguar Wright was right when she was coming out with her videos some years ago, and I bumped into those, and it just gave me a lesson of I'm very happy I did not make it in that industry. I was doing spoken words here in Philadelphia and all that kind of stuff. I'm very happy it didn't happen because, like she said, the stuff that she was going through on tour buses and everything, it was a lot. It's too much. It was a lot, and I don't know her and know her story to be able to tell you that it is completely true. But I'm telling you from my interactions and the things that I saw, heard about, and all that kind of stuff, I can imagine, okay, that anything that she allegedly said, that she has allegedly put out there and said has happened, I can imagine it happened because of the things that I saw, okay? So, but let's get into it. So I'm going to pull up the laptop for this one. Let's get into this. 1 second, honey. uh I mean, really, I did not. Whew, I didn't. I wasn't expecting all of this. I don't think anybody was when it comes to this entire situation with I mean, we knew it could potentially come out, but nobody really knew that this stuff was happening. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew that this stuff was happening at all. Not at all. And it's crazy when you begin to recognize and see all of the craziness that is happening. Matter of fact, I'm going to go get another device because I need to see some more recent stuff that I've been sending to people, like reposting, because I'm going to talk about everything. I'll be right back. All right. Okay, so I got the iPad now because it's got TikTok on it. And we're going to go through some things. Because I've been sending this because I've been going live with a friend over there at the Tickety. Making sure I keep down the... I don't know how I got... Okay. All right. So last night, right, we're looking at Nick Cannon talk to Vlad, and he's talking about things he was aware of, things that were happening potentially with, allegedly, with Foxy Brown and Jay-Z, allegedly. And he's like, teenagers have always been around, teenage women, teenage girls have always been around. I don't know who this person is and why you always asking for that. But no, I don't do that. Okay, let me get back to this. He said that young girls are always around. And it's just like, whoa. That was Jaguar Wright mentioned that about R. Kelly coming up into junior high schools here in Philadelphia. Um, this decline, this takedown of him. It's like this man is almost like the Harvey Weinstein of the music industry, and there may be even a bigger fish that there's, you know what I mean, that they're trying to go and get. I wouldn't be shocked. I really would not be shocked because I don't know. He was sitting right under all of our noses. People were hearing the rumors all over the place. But this young woman took and went public as his employee with the abuse that she was alleging was happening. And now so much stuff has happened. He's stepping aside as the chairman of the Revolt. I don't know if that was a TV station, but he's stepping aside as the chairman of Revolt. And I know that they were putting out podcasts. Wait a minute. Let me see. What's this one? Them talking about the brilliantness of her attorneys setting her up as the employee, because as a result, the insurance companies had to get involved, so they paid. They paid her out and they paid her fast. They didn't care what he was saying. But now they're also talking about, like, his former head of security is coming forward, and he has been from the videos that I've seen, he has substantiated some of her claims. Okay, allegedly. Like, he's talked about it. And Misa Hilton, his former girlfriend, child to potentially his first child, which they're all saying is potentially not his first child. It was also said somewhere, I heard, I think on a live or something, that he had a fascination with wanting to be with lighter skinned women, which, if you in the black community, you know it ain't nothing new. That's how people are. And now him wanting to be with them, that's what a lot of his women looked like. All of them. All of them look like that. I think Kim was a little darker than some, but she was pretty much on the light side as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I've never equated skin color with beauty, because I've seen beauty in so many different looking people all over the place, right? But he apparently had an issue with this. This is coming out. This is allegedly. He's had these children. I also heard somewhere that he has an adopted daughter. I thought he had a baby with somebody else very recently, because you hear it. And it's not like you keep up in touch with these people. That's not it. It's kind of, again, we're kind of floating through this soup of consciousness, of thought forms, of people who are talking, who are being talked about. And this stuff is out there. There's also the conversation that's always out there when you're looking at money, when you're looking at the stock exchange. Like, take for instance, the stock market is driven off rumor. And it runs so much in the world, and people like to go and invalidate people having these conversations. But I'm here to tell you, so much of your life is being driven. If an IPO, an initial public offering of a company, it's private and then it goes public, does extremely well based off the rumors that are coming out, and people are buying the actual stock, people can go from zero heirs to zillionaires. And that's an exaggeration. But I'm saying their lives can really change because of rumors. So it's really kind of flip it, and backhanded to say to people, oh, there's more important things to talk about. Because if a person has a company and they do an IPO and the rumors are really good, and they are a person that wants to spend their money to help their community, money in their hands is going to go a long way in helping people in some specific place or many specific places, then I think you would agree then that rumor can help. So we have been living through these rumors. It's not like I'm a person that goes and searches this man up. In fact, I don't. We're like near the same age, and I have no interest in him at all. The music I did used to listen to. You know what I mean? I used to listen to his music, and the music that he was producing, that he was putting out. I mean, I love 112, honey. 112. What's the name of that song? Do It Anywhere. I think it's called Anywhere. That's my jam. um, Biggie, Lil Kim. Are you crazy? There was so much music that was out at that time that I was listening to that this man brought into the world. So we hear the little, you know, whisperings or the passing conversation. You cut on the radio and they're talking about them and you switch the channel because you wanted something else. But it's logged a little bit of something in your brain. And so to watch this, because he's continued to stay relevant. I gotta cut something on right here so this can stay up because this is ridiculous. It's just not. And then I can mute it. He's continued to stay relevant for years. Years. A lot of artists that he's put out are like they're still out. You know what I mean? All right. It is now that they. I mean, he was just at the last. Wasn't he at the last Met Gala this year? He has stayed relevant in the entertainment industry and powerful, and they're in the process of dismantling that power right now. And it is interesting to watch. Yes, I am live on YouTube. What really throws me is that I think that as a spiritualist, I feel sad for our the underbelly of everything that we were dancing and partying to. People worried about what is it? I'm drinking tea. I have a mug thing. I got this from Target. Years ago. Well, not years ago, top of this year. Um to think that like I really think that this plays into so much. The illusions that have been put forward with us, I think it plays into this great divide that's happening between men and women. I think especially within the black community. I think it plays into a lifestyle of living behind your means and not understanding that you don't you this this wasn't what you wanted. You wanted something else, and we were reaching at that, but being in this place of continuing to receive this energy coming in of this illusion that was right in front of us, and now that we finally seen it, we go like everything was happening for all of us, like because not everybody was receiving the treatment that he was giving um, the women that he was dealing with, because it wasn't just her. She's the one that came forward with everything, but the rumors were around, and then some of them wasn't even rumor. It was just blatant. One lady just had a baby, and you out on the town with this one, and everybody, oh, they must have broke up. But oh no, it's a back and forth. Or, oh no, we're like sister wives. It was in an article some years ago, or it was actually on, I want to say, a blog somewhere years ago. We're seeing all this and maybe not paying it much attention, but I'm telling you, it was still a part of the fabric of the society, especially if you listen to black radio. They were reporting on it in between commercial breaks because everybody eventually got the gossip, got like a person that was doing the gossip. They were doing it in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. You see what I'm saying? So when I say all that, I go, like, come on. We cannot continue to look at people and go, why are you looking at this type of stuff? It doesn't matter. And then he he got this video that he put up on TikTok talking about he's still standing. But Still Standing came out the week, I think that Saturday or Friday after they had settled. Then he put out another video. What's this one? He's telling everybody stay in the light. Tell everybody, what? Like, what light are you talking about? The blue light, red light, green light? Like, what light? Because what? In fact, he says in this video, I am the light. I'm like, oh, you a child of about to lie? Like, what? What? Like, this man. Oh my goodness. And it's just like anymore, the rumors about his, I think his sexuality, it's just not that big of a deal. I don't think that was that big of a deal for him. I gotta play something. I have to play something because this just keeps going down. So I'm gonna get some. Yeah, there we go. To continually know that what you're doing, the things that the bodyguards are saying and having to check him and how he was talking to his mama. It's not good. How can you live in a society where people are being abundant and being
This woman is an anomaly. Harper's Bazaar magazine featured her on the cover and said she
wealthy and loving, and you are not loving at all. Darn sure financially wealthy, but not in other places, right? I think a lot of the times the idea is to completely ignore this type of conversation. Ignore it. Let's not have this conversation. We don't need to talk about this. But then when it comes out that people are doing these horrible things in society and people are looking up to them, they're on the cover of magazines, they're in many different commercials and ads. You're buying their music, you're buying their movies. You're going to spend money at the box office for their movies. And people right now are criticizing people over not talking about the conflict happening over in we want to say the Middle East right now. I'm trying to be sensitive. I'm here at YouTube. And yet they want to almost move into this place of protecting this man from people essentially saying, oh no, we see you and we've been seeing you for some time. We're aware of who you are, but now the rest of the world is aware of who you are. It is interesting to watch people gather around trying to protect this man. I really mean it. It's very interesting to watch. And the thing about it is, it's not a shock. Nobody is shocked. Nobody's shocked. Who's shocked? Nobody is shocked. This is his video, Stay in the Light, over at TikTok. And I know he's rushing right now, trying to get himself on a lot of platforms, especially like TikTok, because then people can maybe hear from his point of view. But what people like him and other stars who have become extremely wealthy and rich and are really having people tell them that they can have whatever it is that they want, like we're being told that we can have whatever it is that they want, but we still got to go to punch a clock. We still have to go to, we still pay. Everybody has someone that they report to. These people don't have really anybody that they report to. In his case, I guess you could say he reports to the insurance company, right? So to watch this situation unfold to see it happening and to know that it's like I've heard people say so many times, money is the root of all evil. But money is not the root of all evil. Money does nothing but amplify the character of the person who has it. There's something else in this world that makes it so that you pay attention to that type of person. People who people might call evil, wicked, but because there are a lot of people with money with a lot of money who I imagine are very good people, very spiritual people. Money does better in their hands than it does in anybody else's hands, and nobody is filming them because nobody is looking into them. Sensationalism is not there as a part of what somebody could use to tap into their world and then earn money off of them. You know what I mean? They're just a boring. I go home, I do what I got to do, I take care of my family, I take care of my community, I do what I'm supposed to do, and then I'm back at the next thing, right? Is it really fair to continue to say that money is the root of all evil because there are some people who are in the world that are negative, and you can sell that, right? You can sell that. I think it's the whole process of herbs, like people selling herbs versus people buying herbs versus buying medication. So you can't make money off people buying, not that kind of money, but you can make it off some medication. They're two different things, honey. Two different things. Two different things. Take for instance, I'm sitting up here looking at this video about Ashanti. She was around back then, and she's talking about she had to produce. She did this record, wrote this thing, and she had to produce it. She was producing it with this person who expected her. It was free. There was no money involved as long as she slept with them. And she was like, "Oh, ha ha, you playing? Whatever." They were very serious. They said otherwise the price is $40,000. So she had to quickly make arrangements, get money sent to this person because this is what they were demanding. This is a part of that industry. But because she never put it out there, that type of press she hasn't really gotten. She's gotten some of it because of her dealings with the guy that was at the top of her record label. And she says she didn't deal with him. He says they did. That's where she's gotten it, and the relationship that she had with another star, and she's back with them and all that kind of stuff. But my point is, sensationalism is almost the ick that makes everybody aware. They tap into the stream that's being said. Because think about it, as you had this one record label that's releasing hit after hit after hit after hit, people are going to be excited for this record label because they want the hits, they want to dance, they want to release, they want to go out and party, have a good time to this music. But eventually, other things start to come out about it. And so now we're watching a decline. It's Revolt TV. Macy stopped carrying his clothing line. There's a liquor line. They're trying to get his face off of it. And then there is What else is there? They're essentially just trying to take his power away. Because I have no doubt that if this man was a billionaire, if that's where he was at, he's going to be fine as far as money. But the power, the control, and the position he was holding is in the process of being sacrificed. And that's interesting. Now, it's something that Kanye or Ye did the year before on his own. He just sacrificed it by going and pissing a whole bunch of certain people off. And then he was left with the amount of money that he could, and he could start doing everything he wanted to do. I'm pretty certain that's not what happened here. This is a man who was trying to keep everything under wraps, and when she came out with her initial statement, he denied it. And then within 24 hours, she was paid off. I don't know, people. Let me know what you think. I've been here long enough. I hope everything is working out. I'll be back another time. Have a good day. This is Dill on the Run talking today. I have to remember that I'm not on the computer. Have a good day, everyone. Peace.